next guest stands out in a very different way. Known for her two podcasts, The Fall Line, which focuses on true crime stories involving underrepresented communities, and One Strange Thing that uncovers paranormal headlines from across the country. And now Laurah Norton is detailing her journey of solving an unidentified person's case. Her new book, Laid Them to Rest, on the road with the cold case investigators who identified the Nameless, follows Laurah and a team of researchers as they try to find answers to a disturbing and horrifying cold case from 1993. You're already applauding. Please welcome Laurah Norton to the Tamron. It's interesting. The applause started before the camera even came to you. People understand and recognize the importance of this type of true crime storytelling. I'm sure when you started writing, you didn't think it would end with applause.
We hoped it would end with a solve. Right. You know, that's what we always hope for.
You write in the book, I knew there were these cases I needed to write about above all. There was no one out there advocating for them, but maybe their attention could be attracted and connected to the unidentified. At the heart, in researching true crime in your podcast, The Fall Line, you found this unidentified person. That's how you came across this. Give people the gravity of what it is like. I've been in those rooms where it's a cold case. It literally is cold case in there. Yeah. And there might be a shoe or something found from the crime scene, but no identity associated with those items. How did that impact you personally to see that?
Well, I spent a lot of time working on the cases of the missing and the murdered. But when you approach a case of the unidentified, I think it is the most impactful because with a case of the missing or the murdered, there's a family there who are waiting for answers. And of course, in a case of the unidentified, you know there's a family out there, but they have been disconnected from that person.
Your case, 1993, the case of Ina Jane Doe, named for Ina, Illinois, the town nearby where the park was, where she was found. Yes. What was it about that case? Because there are a lot of unidentified.
Well, there was a few things. My working partner, Dr. Amy Michael, who is a forensic anthropologist, she is originally from that area. And that case had forensic art that had been out for a long time. And we knew that if someone had recognized that art, they would have recognized their relative. It had been circulated for years, and yet no one had. So we felt that if we were able to get in there and reanalyze that case, perhaps we could find new clues, get new art out there, maybe do DNA analysis, and could find her relatives.
And technology changes constantly to allow for there to be some room to solve these cases. They drew out what Ina Jane Doe could have looked like. There's a sketch from 2022 that you had done that you mentioned. And in the book, you go through and detail this. You gave us permission to reveal what the press has already known. You were able to identify Ina Jane Doe. Oh. That is the yearbook for the person, Susan Menard Lunn.
Yes.
She went from a sketch that you were the forensic expert to a real person with a family, with loved ones, and you actually got to know or contacted the sister Anne Marie?
Yeah, so through the hard work of Redgrave Forensic Research, their investigative genetic genealogist, they were able to use her DNA from the remains to identify her in under 8 hours.
In under 8 hours.
And through that, I was able to do some research and connect with her family and got to spend time with her family.
What did they tell you about her that stuck out most to you?
What they told me about her was that she was a 25-year-old mother. She had 3 small children. She was living in Tennessee. Her husband was in the military. And she had left that evening, we think, to go out and buy some food for Christmas dinner and never returned. And somehow she was found in Illinois. And that mystery, she was so disconnected from her family. With her missing persons case actually having been closed through a complex series of events, How could they have ever connected her to that case?
Well, Laurah, thank you so much for joining us. And thank you for what you do for families and those who have been forgotten in too many cases. Thank you. And Laurah and the family, as mentioned, are still searching for answers to Susan's death, and the Jefferson County Police Department in Illinois has a tip line set up. For more information, please go to our website, TamronHallShow.com, for details. Laurah, thank you so much. And the book is Lay Them to Rest. It is out October 17th.